want to talk about Portage trolleys and how I set my Portage trolley up on my canoe. So this is the one that I use, which is an endless river one. It's got detachable wheels that come off, so I can store this wheels on either inside the boat or in my dry bag. And I've put my little Pac-Man on the end there just to protect the dry bags when it gets pushed in. So with this, I've got an air wheel in it, so basically it's quite soft and it's quite good for sort of rougher terrain because it can take quite a lot of cushioning. If there's a problem with this, I'll either change the wheel or I'll use a bike repair kit to fix it. So that goes onto there with a pin, just slots on, and then basically it opens out and it's got a little stand as well, which just makes it easier to actually put underneath the boat. So what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to feed it underneath the midpoint of the boat. There's the midpoint there, and actually I'm going to just do it slightly back. But to lift the boat up, what I do is I use my dry bag, which is pretty well compact, and I'm happy to put weight on it at the moment, so I'm happy to put the canoe on. And I'm just going to put that pretty much there on the boat. And what that means then, it just makes it a bit easier for me to lift this end up to slide the wheels on. There we go. What I'll do is I'll just check that sits square on the boat. If it doesn't sit square, it makes it quite tricky to pull the boat along. There we go. So once I've got the wheels set in place, I'm going to use some canoe straps just because it's quicker and easier. And you tend to find with the wheels, if they're not on really tight, they can move from side to side. I'm just going to put that over there. And then with this one goes on this side. This is going to go over this point here. So all I'm doing is I'm just going to tighten it up. You can move the wheels to one end, but that means that one end of the boat's going to be quite heavy. But the more pointier it is, the less the wheels tend to move around. But then you've got obviously the issue of the weight and the trim of the boat. So with this one, I'm just going to get this set up. I'm just going on the opposite side to the frame here. I'm just going to pull that nice and tight through these straps. Shuffle it along. That's one done. And the next one underneath. And pull this one tight. So once it's as tight as you can get it, chuck the straps inside, and then what I'm going to test then is kind of the weight of it. So at the moment it's obviously front heavy, but with my kit bag what I can do is I can move it towards the back end of the boat, up here, which then lifts the front up a little bit, and I can move the kit around to make it lighter or heavier at the front as needed. So at the moment, I'm just going to push this in here. And you'll find with kit that helps. Things like ropes, add a bit extra weight. There we go. What I'll do, I'll just lighten the boat up just a little bit more. Okay, so once you've got your boat set how you want it to be set, you've got a couple of options. You can just pick it up normally and obviously walk with it. What I tend to find is if I stand by the side of it, it's a little bit easier to manage. So I'll walk like that, and you can obviously do it in pairs. If you're going to go either uphill or downhill, you might want to add an extra rope onto it. So what I do is I use my painter. I'm just going to run it underneath this front seat. I'm just going to have it so literally that bit of rope there comes forwards from the front seat. I'm going to put that through the strap on my harness here at the back. There we go. What I'm going to do with this, I'm just going to run that back underneath the seat, back towards the front. And what I can do with this, is I can have it in a position where I can get just in the right place, get it tight enough that actually my body harness pulls on the boat as well. So what I find with this, if I then tie it off in a certain position, just a couple of half hitches, that point there, so obviously pulling with the harness, and with this, if I want to stop the boat from carrying on forwards, I can just literally put it around the quick release, get it set at the appropriate height, then put a couple of half hitches on that as well. And what that does then, it just stops the boat from overrunning past me, so I can pull on it. If it goes past me, I can pull back on it. And it's all done on the quick release part of the buoyancy aid, so I can just release it off and the ropes will come off. One thing I have found is if you're doing a long trek, once you're set up like this, you need to have water and you need to have food. So I've got a drink here, so I can get hold of that. And one of the bag I'll just put up here. I've got some snacks, which are quite useful. The other thing I normally carry is just a map. I'll put up there as well, so I can kind of see where I'm walking. And you can basically take your boat off for a bit of a portage. That's it. Thank you.